On this week's review, we have the Redcat Ascent 18th scales. I have two of them. I have a completely stock one, and I have one that I've modified a little bit. Let's see how they do. Let's go crawling. Alright, so here are my two Redcat Ascent 18s. The blue one is completely stock, or almost stock. I think I might have moved the shocks to a different position on the shock towers, but that's it. This one has been modified with some fairly budget. It's a budget build. I didn't want to spend too much money when I built it. We'll talk about the stock one first, do a little bit of review with it, and then we'll bring this one and do a comparison. Alright, the Redcat Ascent 18 is an 18th scale crawler. It starts out at $120. My initial thoughts of it is it's a very good price point for what it is. The tires are pretty soft. I've seen a lot stiffer tires. From what I understand, the servo is a pretty good servo. And the motor is a little underpowered, but it's small, it's cheap, it really doesn't matter. It's an RTR out of the box. It comes with a 750 LiPo battery. It comes with a USB charger and a remote. I think the only thing you have to get is batteries for it, which will be 4 AA batteries. This remote is a FlySky remote, and it's not too bad. It has some adjustabilities on it, but it also has a special secret function that I didn't know about when I first bought this. Alright, if we take a look underneath of the chassis, you'll see a little flip thing, and that's what you can use to pop off your body. Pop it off and it'll hinge forward. This is what it'll look like underneath. You got your motor, you got your ESC receiver combo, battery with a battery tray, and it's got a Velcro strap on it. To get the body off, it's a little bit different. You kind of got to lay it flat and then push it forward a little bit. Comes off nice and neat. The body has little strips of tape for wear from the shock towers. It has, see, 3 or 4 holes in the back, 3 holes in the front for changing your shock angles. The links are plastic. So are the drive lines. Everything's plastic on it besides the frame itself, and I think some of the gears in it. From my understanding, it does have ball bearings and everything, which is really good for the price point. It comes with nice little sliders that I haven't really caught on them very much. I catch more on the C-hubs than anything else. Got little bumpers. Overall, it's pretty sturdy. This one I bought for my son when they first came out, and he's 2, but he ran it underneath the car, got stuck, and actually broke one of these links. So the links are definitely a weak spot. Another thing that I do not necessarily care for are the bottom of the shocks is just kind of pushed onto a ball. There's no screws keeping it there. And I don't particularly like that. I feel like if you're tweaking with it a lot and fixing it a lot, you know, it will get worn out. So I don't particularly like that. Alright, well, let's get the body, turn it on, get the body back on, and I'll show you that special feature. So you just hit this button once to turn it on, it'll start blinking. Hit your appropriate remote, not the other remote. Turn it on. I'll have it moving, forward, reverse. Put your body back on. Kind of just hooks into the front there. Swings down, goes underneath, lock it into place, and your body's on. Alright, for this special mode, have your ESC on your car turned on, have your remote turned off. You'll hit the channel 4 button, steer all the way to the left, put your throttle trim to the minus, and turn it on. Once everything's on, it will be slower than it was before. To reverse it, turn off your remote, channel 4 left, steering trim or throttle trim down, turn it on. Once it's on, you'll have full power again. This is a kids mode. Oh, that almost fell off. This is a kids mode, and it's quite handy. It slows it down, it makes it easier for them to control. Alright, final thoughts and opinions on this Ascent 18 is, out of the box, I do not like it. I am used to running 10th scale crawlers and little competition class 2 crawlers, and with those, you know, you try an obstacle and there's a good chance you'll make it. Going to something this small, it took me a long time to get used to running the smaller obstacles, and so given that, I decided to try and build another one with some upgrades, and once I did some upgrades, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a good platform. I like the portal axles, and well, I like the small scale of it. They're a little bit bigger than the 24th scales, and I like that. I like the size of them. Again, it takes a minute to get used to the scale and what you can and can't go over when you're used to 10th scale. Would I buy one? Yeah, I would, especially if you plan on upgrading it. If you want a crawler to take with you traveling, and you just want to be able to throw it in the back or something. It's small enough that you could probably fit it in some vehicles' glove compartments. So it's a very good buy, especially where it comes with the battery and the charger and the remote. Given the fact that I told you guys I like it better with upgrades, there will be a part 2 where I go over what upgrades I did to it as a budget build, and we'll be comparing them and seeing how much better this one does or this one does. So have a good day. Please like and subscribe. Wow.